sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
My food you put back on?
On first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Throwing is Mariota. McKinnon here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Mariota. And that was going to be off target and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Mariota now toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. To throw Mariota. Rolling to his left. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marcus Mariota with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Book now to throw on first down. Robinson's got it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted they didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, you should have touched the ball.
How you come eat all my chips and then leave the bag on?
Taking care of that early.
Dude, you down bad.
On the ground on first with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, Turner. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You see that, boy? You see that? You gotta have it in there. Bro, look at his face.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Another catch. Utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Indy.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll throw again. Mariota firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Mariota being chased out left to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd down and goal. Mariota, the quick slant caught. Touchdown! Isaiah McKenzie, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. His 1st carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they?
No
but they
good.
know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota to throw it.
They'll get this off to Taylor.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown Colts. Preston Williams as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
Flushed out right. He's got a first down past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, Book.
He's going to air one out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kingsley Keke. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Book now.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he finds his target, Ebron. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
A give. This is Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Book. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Book.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. To throw his Book. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
Oh, man, this should be flag.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. And they go play action with Book. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The give to Taylor. And 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and 5 now. Mariota escaping the pressure right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Mariota. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Indy. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those 2-man catches. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Play action now. Book.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Colts are going to get the football. Outstanding.